Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video summarizing my thoughts on the presidential election because I am a US citizen and I am above voting age, so I did in fact participate this election cycle in basically all the different nonsense that I could have because I want to get involved in politics. It is, the people who are going to run my country. I should probably be involved. I do believe that you should get involved in your country's political process if that is something you are blessed to be able to do. But with that being said, fuck this election cycle. My God, the candidates this year, at the presidential level at the very least, were fucking awful. A lot of you probably already know that Trump ended up winning the election, at least in terms of what the Electoral College would have you believe. If you actually look at the popular vote, Hillary Clinton fucking won. Keep in mind, I'm entirely neutral on this. I think they're both just fucking awful. No matter who ended up getting elected this year, we were going to have a shit president. One way or another. But that doesn't change the fact that I hate how this fucking election went down. If you're gonna sit there and tell me I'm living in a democratic society, then why the fuck does a democratic process not work? How can the person who got the majority of the votes not actually win the election? Seriously, fuck that. You are either lying to me or you're manipulating the system in your own special way to make it so that the person who ends up getting elected isn't who the people actually want. Oh, wait, that is what happens. Now, keep in mind as well, I don't really care if we live in a democracy or not. I care about when people are trying to pretend we're in one when we're not at all. We're not in a democracy. If we were in a democracy, Hillary Clinton would be the next president of the United States. She had the popular vote, plain and simple. Just look at the fucking numbers. But we don't. We don't live in a democracy. We live in some weird created constitutional system that makes it look like we live in a democracy, when in fact, we live in some custom system that's entirely based on how many states you get and how many electors exist in those states, which is, by the way, assigned by the people who get elected using this system. So, it just, this entire system is one, corrupt as it stands, and two, it feeds into even more corruption. So honestly, I if you're gonna decide, if you're gonna set up a system that decides who our candidates are outside of the democratic process, just tell us that, and I don't have a problem with it. But if you're gonna pretend that we are live in a democracy when the democratic process just straight up doesn't work, then no, fuck you. This is bullshit. Honestly, this election was horseshit. And that's not even getting into the bullshit Hillary pulled during the primary season either. And yeah, I wouldn't put it past Trump. The guy's a fucking prick too. So you know what? I'm just frustrated with it at this point and depressed, fucking depressed. So yeah, ultimately, I didn't give a fuck who won. I care about how they won, and I think I think the whole system needs to be fucking upended. Flip the fucking table, dude. That's what I want. But whatever, people seem to like this system, so we might as well fucking stick with it. I'm just pissed that the actual winner didn't actually fucking win. But I also have something else that I want to address, and that is the fucking social media presence of the mouth breathers out there. Like, I get why Hillary supporters, especially the very adamant ones, would be pretty pissed that Trump ended up winning this election. But like, if you're gonna sit there and start telling other people that their vote that went against your values means that they're inherently bad people and that they need to unfriend you on Facebook, and that like they can't talk to you anymore, it's how fucking the superiority complex that must come with that kind of fucking talking is incredible. And that's just the start of it. Like, come on, seriously. I don't fucking understand how you can sit there and honestly say, fuck you if you didn't agree with me, you're a problem. Isn't That's literally the same thing as you're arguing against with Trump. Trump's is intolerant of all the people that are of black people and LGBT people, which, mind you, is fucking true. It's fucked up. And we probably shouldn't have elected him to office. But at the same time, if you're going to sit there and preach intolerance about the people who voted for him, you are no better. Straight up. You are hypocritical if that's the way you fucking think. So yeah, fuck the whiny, sore loser Hillary supporters. That's fucking stupid. On the other side of things, fuck the smug dickheads who are sitting there and telling people that they're stupid for voting for the person who didn't end up winning. Because supporting your candidate is a stupid thing to do. Right. Like, the amount of people that I've seen who are just like, oh, told you Trump would win. Fuck Hillary. Fuck Hillary. Oh, I hate her, and she should go to jail, and all that. You know, whatever. She's got her fucking flaws. Hell yeah. I hate Hillary too. Keep that shit in mind. I hate Hillary too. I hate Trump. I hate them fucking both, right? So, like, whatever. Who the fuck cares who ends up winning this election, like I said before? But seriously, like, don't act like a smug prick just because your fucking candidate won. These people voted for the person they thought was the right candidate. So if you're gonna sit there and yell at them and like chide them and just generally act smug because your candidate won, you're an asshole. You're a straight up prick. Shut the fuck up and get off my. No, I don't want to say that. Don't want to. I'm gonna refrain from saying that because you know what? I'm not gonna be the intolerant dickheads that are Hillary supporters as well. Cause fuck that shit. Bottom line though, if you're a Hillary supporter who's whining because she didn't win and you're being an intolerant prick about it, shut the hell up, you're a hypocrite. If you're a Trump supporter who's acting all kinds of smug because your candidate won, shut the fuck up. Let's be real, he's a dickhead too. You're not somehow better than other people because your candidate ended up winning. You just supported the guy who won. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't mean it was a good choice. Fucking like I said, the majority of people didn't vote for Trump. So guess what? You're actually still in the minority of people who think this was a good outcome. So shut the fuck up. Stop being so fucking smug. Now I know what people are gonna fucking say. You sound salty as shit. Why the hell are you so salty? I bet you're one of the Hillary supporters that you were just talking about before. How they were stupid. I bet you're one of those fucking people. Fuck you, you hypocrite. And I'll get to that right now. I'm not a supporter of either of them. I voted third party, and here's why. After primary season, I was pretty fed up. I mean, I already hated the two-party system, but when one of the parties got rigged completely so that my boy Bernie couldn't end up getting up in the nomination shit, yeah, I was, needless to say, pretty upset. And at that point, I was pretty much set on just not supporting either of the two major party candidates. Yeah, I was going to be a protest voter, but that did end up changing, and here's how. The FEC, the Federal Elections Commission, actually gives money to third parties that end up getting over 5% of the popular vote in a given election cycle, meaning that if the Libertarian Party, who I voted for Gary Johnson, if their candidate ends up getting more than 5% of the vote, they get extra money to become a more viable party to vote for in the next cycle. Basically, my vote was an attempt to try and get the third party that I identified with the most to end up rising to a bit more prominence, to actually be recognized as at least a minor party within the Federal Elections Commission. And besides, I live in New York. Hillary was winning New York anyway, and she did. So no, my vote for Gary Johnson didn't end up allowing Trump to get elected. It didn't do a goddamn thing. Hillary won my state. The only thing my vote could have possibly done is allow the Libertarian Party to have a little bit more power when it comes to the election cycles. I actually tried to get the third party to become one of the bigger parties that we can consider. I'm trying to break the two-party system because I hate it. I really do. So not only did my third party vote not end up affecting the electoral outcome of my state, but it actually went towards a cause that I do believe in. So it was more than just a protest vote. And I think there are a lot of people who feel the same way I do. My parents included. Basically what I'm trying to say is I did think out why I wanted to vote for a third party candidate. I didn't just do it as a protest. I did it for reasons that pertain to real substantive things, ways to improve this country. I did it because I felt it was necessary. But unfortunately, Gary Johnson only got about 3% of the vote, so he didn't end up getting the money anyway. So one way or another, my vote didn't matter. Woohoo, democracy. Yeah, because my vote totally made a difference. Getting past assault, though, like I said before, I didn't care who won, but I do care about how they won, and unfortunately, what I was actually trying to accomplish with my vote didn't end up working out anyway, so, well, President Trump is a thing. He'll be sworn in early 2017, and the world will implode, so, have fun in the last few months, and, oh, wait, there is one more thing I wanted to address. Who the fuck voted for Harambe? Come on, seriously. Harambe. A dead gorilla. Why did you write in Harambe? That was stupid. Are you just not going to ever take an election seriously? Is that what you were trying to get across with that vote? Because that's just not taking the election seriously. You're voting for a dead gorilla that became a meme. Fucking idiots. Anyway, I'm glad I was at least able to get that off my chest. I'll see you guys in one of my real kind of substance-based videos that I actually kind of enjoy making, but I felt like I needed to make this one. Anyway, I'll see you next time.